bridge to bridge. So just we're fortunate enough to run up the top end, which is good.
The bridge to Southern 80 are two of the best known ski races around the world. And, you seriously love to win them.
Oh, syndicate! The rudder or something has come adrift and it's gone off! My goodness! God.
Obviously on your home track, and they're all cheering us on the way up and the way home, and yeah, it's just that little bit of motivation to get you home, and yeah, to see them all here at the finish line is awesome.
Congrats with the run, first ever run in Superclass. The boys really put it on today for us. We kind of had high expectations of ourselves, but never really thought we'd get the first outright, first win.
This episode is brought to you by Flat Water Covers. The work these guys do is absolutely incredible, specialising in completely upgrading boat interiors to get your boat looking brand new. They also have a very special polyester canvas boat cover, completely waterproof and lightweight, and they use a ratchet tightening system. Head over to Flat Water Covers on socials to check out their awesome work.
Ready to elevate your off-road experience?
Hey everyone, welcome to the first 100 Mile an Hour Club live show, something that's been in the pipeline for a very long time, and I couldn't do this without my co-hosts Jack Coaldrake and Jack Simmonds. Welcome, boys.
Thanks for having us.
No worries, lads. Like these things, like our wonderful sport, things can't happen like this without our wonderful sponsors, Flat Water Covers, Weberfy and Coaldies. And while we're at it, we'll pay respects to the owner of this land, so thank you, Coaldy. Now, tonight, we're going to be reviewing day one from F1 and F2 men's. And there's one person who stands out for all of the wrong reasons. Cooper Robertson, welcome.
Go, mate. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, mate. Yeah, not much luck in the world's scene, have you?
Nah, none at all.
How many minutes all up do you reckon you've got?
I reckon I'd have 15 minutes on a good day.
Yeah, all in race one as well,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah, not great. Which fall hurt the most?
The first one in Seattle definitely hurt the most.
Yeah, what was the injuries there?
Broke me back in 12 places, 12 fractures on T11, T12.
You bounce or you just stop?
No, I don't bounce.
How-
I don't bounce.
How,
Yeah,
fre-
that's exactly right.
how fast were you going?
I would have only been doing 60 mile an hour in that one. It was just
they're,
out the
they're,
turn.
they're worse because
Yeah.
you're not going fast enough to bounce.
Nah.
Yeah, we've all had a bit of time off. Jack overseas twice a week. Midway into the 100 Mile an Hour Club stuff, busy working. What have you been up to, Coop?
Not much, mate. Just working at the minute. Been going. I went motorbike riding on the weekend, actually.
Yeah,
That was all right.
how'd you go?
Had to do. It was good. It was good. It's fucking hard
Louis,
work. It was hard work.
Tom's Hill,
Yeah. Nah, it was good.
Conqueror.
Nah, just.
You run the pub out of grog.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Between me, Fred, Dad, Carter.
They got heaters in the rooms yet?
Yeah, but it wasn't too cold, eh?
Yeah,
It was
right.
all right, yeah.
How good's that?
Hey,
How's your fitness? You're fit?
Nah, not at all, mate.
How's the arm pump?
Oh, shit, it was good. It
You,
was
you,
real.
you on a two banger or
Nah, 450.
450.
500, actually.
500?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. So you're the man.
Big bike, big
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
how does Carter go on a motorbike? Is he a world champion out there or not?
He's actually not too bad. Yeah, I know. It's
He's one of
frustrating.
them, eh? He's even good on the piss.
Yeah, he's good at everything.
He's
Talented, eh?
He's actually life member at the Aussie.
Now, Mr. Overseas, you've managed to find another boat hole that we were all in love with, the Chaudron boats. Tell us a bit about them.
Yeah, Chaudron. Yeah, I just had a message on the phone to go and have a look at them, which was cool. So I went through the factory. Aaron's a 5-time world champion in the P1 class, so had a bit of a look. Went for a couple rides in the boat. But yeah, Malta, best country I've been to. So much fun.
God.
Yeah, nice. When,
How f-
when when you look at them, what's the biggest difference compared to some of our Australian boats?
They're a stepped hull, so they've actually got the steps at the back. So as you get faster, the air gets under them and they go a fair bit faster. So between his 25-footer, non-stepped and stepped is like 10 mile an hour.
Yeah, wow.
So it's pretty
The
cool.
Bernicos have a step in them too, don't they?
Yeah, at the front they do. Yeah,
Maybe something the force should get onto.
yeah.
Hey?
Never stop learning.
Now, Cooper, you ski with your brother, but then when you step into this format we're about to see here, you battle it out.
Yeah.
What's it like, skiing with the world champion, but then skiing against him?
Mate, it's good. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good fun. I don't know why. I know there's people out there that don't like to ski against each other, but I love it, eh? I think it's heaps of fun. It's not like
Partners forever, same
Yeah.
womb, never can't pull us apart.
I don't know about that, but it's good. It's good. You push each other. You don't want to be beaten by each other because you're going home to the same house.
Yeah,
and the other one won't let you forget it.
yeah, you've got a home gym too, don't you?
Yeah. So we train together, ski together. We ski train together. We
He's,
do everything.
he's
skiing
pretty
together.
similar in the gym.
Nah.
He's a weapon on the rower, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got the Australian record on concept 2 for the half marathon.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
saw.
know.
I saw.
All right, we're not mentioning Carter again.
Yeah, I know.
Look at this kid, man.
I know. Yeah, he's wild. It's most days you go in there and he's like, you go, oh, what'd you get up to today in there? Because he finishes work heaps earlier than I do. And he goes, oh, I couldn't figure out what to do. Oh, yeah, so what'd you do? Oh, I just rode for an hour.
Yeah,
Just sit on the road for an hour.
An hour.
Yeah, he raw dog it too. He won't have any music on.
Yeah,
That's
no,
not-
that should be illegal.
Yeah.
That should be illegal.
Should be illegal.
I just did a 14-hour flight and raw dogged it. No movies,
Oh.
no AirPods, just sat there.
No soul. God.
So hard. But I
Oh.
saw someone on Facebook do it, so I thought I'm gonna have to.
No chance.
How was your head noise?
Yeah, it was by the
There?
I was over
It was
here.
there. Yeah.
Now, your family, very well known. For people that don't know, we've got Paul, Barry, John Jr., and of course Stephen.
Yeah.
Very experienced in the ski racing world and worlds.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about them.
Well, they're all obvious, well, except for Paul, they're all my uncles. Paul's my dad. I think there's something like 13 world titles between them.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know.
We'll add Carter to that list. No, I'm not talking about him. Forgot.
Nah,
Go
no.
on.
Yeah, I think there's about 13 world titles between them. Yeah, no, they're good. Obviously Big Steve's not around anymore, but he won his fair share of races. Dad won his fair share of races, and Johnny and Barry don't do anything in the sport anymore. They're a bit busy with work and whatnot. And I think Johnny was over working on the boats.
God.
He can fix some boats, so yeah, they're not into it anymore. But yeah, they loved it when they were doing it.
Obviously, Worlds comes around every 2 years. Must fill you with confidence being surrounded by guys of that
Yeah.
caliber.
Yeah, definitely. Whatever we're doing like we're going in the right direction, whether it's ski training or training in the gym. You've always got that reassurance of they'll
Doing-
see you if you're going the wrong way. So it's
Yeah,
good.
we're doing the right thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
makes it a lot easier. No guesswork in what we do.
Yeah, that's
I think
awesome.
that's why Carter's been so successful.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no guesswork in what he does. He knows what he's doing. He does it well. So
Pop Robbo, question I've always wondered, and just good opportunity to ask. How did he get into ski racing?
they owned a property on the river down. You know where Peter Hunter is?
Yeah.
On the corner there, just
Yep.
a bit closer to Sackville.
Yep.
And they'd watch the bridge and stuff from there. And I think Dad just said he wanted to have a go.
Yeah,
So they had a
okay.
go, and then they bought Firebird because they'd ski behind like everyone else. They ski behind for a while, and then he bought Firebird for Dad in '91.
Off normally.
I
So it
think
was
yeah,
Firebird from the start.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. Actually, did they have mirror image? I think they had mirror image at one point. I'm not sure if that was. I think Firebird was first.
Mm.
Yeah, wow.
Which one's the Natwell?
That
Mirror image.
mirror image.
Yeah, yeah.
Daniel's got that now.
Yeah, maybe mirror. I don't know.
That's a rowing boat at the moment.
Poor
No
bloke.
engine.
Poor bloke. Yeah, no. And then because then Dad and Big Steven were racing together, like racing against each other at World, so they bought Thunder. They built Thunder,
Mm.
which now the Goldsmiths have in America.
Yep.
Yep.
And then yeah,
Yeah, they're loving it.
yeah,
Righto, lads. I reckon we get into the good stuff, eh?
yeah. Is that what you want to call it?
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Someone falls off. Sorry, I'm learning this as we go as well.
It's his first go.
2 minutes to start. 2 minutes.
How wide's the start area look?
It's wider than it was.
Yeah, out there you just felt like everyone was pretty bunched up, but this doesn't look like it.
It's a very busy start area too, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was so bunched up, but because we had nowhere to idle, like we're only
Yeah, exactly.
200 meters from where we all put on our skis
Correct,
at the
yeah,
knock.
correct.
So it's not like you had any room to spread out really anyway. On that
Yeah,
one.
that's
So-
right.
Were you
Everyone just-
nervous here, looking at everyone going, shit, this is it?
Yeah, freaking,
Yeah.
freaking.
I was too.
Yeah,
Especially for Coop, he come off a knee injury in selections.
Mm.
Did a good job to bounce back from Gosford and qualify third. Were you third
yeah,
Yeah, third.
yeah.
So, were you nervous about your injury, or you knew it was all good?
No, I was nervous about it, but it was all right. It wasn't too bad. Like it was pretty much sorted by then.
How much on water had you done before you come into Worlds? Like between the injury and starting.
I only had
Worlds?
like
30 seconds
4
till they
weeks
run their
off
reps out.
after the
Okay.
first selection, right?
And
Like
bounce-
the fourth selection, sorry.
Yep.
Bounce back.
Yeah. So what did we have 3 months between the selections and the Worlds?
Yeah,
Something like that?
nearly, yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
8 weeks of like skiing on the weekends doing it.
Yep.
Yeah,
It
nice.
was all right.
Hey, is there a rope length limit at the Worlds?
Yeah, 247 feet, yeah.
247.
Just seen off the live stream, it looks like we're on a hold
Yeah,
for
right.
some reason. Both flags are both back up.
Social
both
length.
up. I know, there we go. Flag down. Bad
Quick hold.
fighting, Mitch.
So, Mitch, obviously you were part of the broadcast team for this.
Yep.
Did you guys learn anything throughout the races yourselves with camera positions and commentary?
I got in trouble on day one for trying to direct the drones a bit, saying pan left a bit. I got yelled at, saying you can't direct them because it's like I'm answering a guy in like a messenger in the little van, but the guys had never even seen a ski race until this as well.
Look at the start. Axion
Everyone
and
has a good
Team
lead.
50, 1075s. Obviously, they're going to get a better start than the others, but Nixie's having a good dip out the outside.
Question for Cooper and Jack. How did this water compare to like the selections water?
Selections was fast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Saturday and the Sunday was fast, really.
especially Saturday at Gosford.
Yeah.
I started grid 2 and Coop was nearly done his first lap. He must have been sitting on, well, obviously we're capped at 110, but
We were lucky.
he was going.
Carter snapped his rope.
Yeah, he went
Yeah.
straight to pole.
Yes, I went straight to pole. There was
Yeah.
no one on my grid that was like I'll come around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were gone. Something was shaking you.
Look
But
at
I
you!
didn't know-
Look at you here, right out front.
Yeah, I didn't know Carter snapped his rope.
Yeah, see, look at Coop, rope length.
So this
Half
is
the road.
carried away now, yeah.
What were you were saying before, Jack? The superchargers just have the whole
Yeah,
got
the
everything.
1075s out of the start. They've just got so much more grunt than the
Heaps.
twin turbos, obviously.
Don't need the turbos to kick in.
It's fun too. Like second grid, obviously, me and Cooper going through the rollers of the first grid, and we want to do the same speed as everyone else. It's a bit hairy.
Yeah.
Look at it, nice and buried.
Mitwee, you're commentating your first big race. How are you feeling at this point? It's lap one for you as well.
I was all right in women's and juniors, but when the men's coming, I was shitting it.
Yeah, right. It's big.
Because there's so much more to watch, and a lot of people don't realise. But we were watching a race live, but as soon as the boat in first place overtook the second place or the last place, race live just
Yeah,
went to shit. So we couldn't
Yeah.
follow it. So we're guessing.
Yeah, that's tough to
That'd
follow.
be the most Team 50s out of the water, I reckon I've seen.
Yeah.
Usually pretty buried, isn't it?
Brent runs it on the islet.
Axion straight in his wash. That's a good call.
There he is, big JC up the back.
At this point, we obviously saw what happened to Coop.
Yeah.
Like Boilo tapped his head actually. Like just be smart. It's going to be red flagged.
Good call.
Yeah. It's
Imagine they didn't stop.
Well, his experience, obviously. Like Zig looked back and saw Cooper's fall. Like they both knew it was bad and it was going to stop.
Carter runs a hot dog.
Yeah. You run one too, don't you,
Yeah.
Coop?
Yeah.
Better?
Heaps better. Heaps better.
What do you like about it?
It just rolls your shoulders forward, I think, and you sort of you get on top of it all.
And you got options?
Yeah, I think that's why I hurt my knee in Gosford because you
stuck in that one
you're
spot.
stuck in that one spot. So I just come up to one and it stood up and just like hyperextended it back and fractured my kneecap. And I reckon it was that because I have no issues with it when I run the hot dog.
Yeah, good
Did
stuff.
your family run hot dogs as well, or just you and Carter thing?
I know they used them training.
Yep.
And Big Seven used them a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a photo above Big Steven, 20.
I was
the
gonna say-
selections in 2010. We
Yeah.
went to Morton for the
Yeah.
stuff, and I reckon he was on hot
Yeah.
dogs in the air. It looked
Yeah,
big
yeah.
too.
Yeah, I know he liked them. I think Dad liked them too, but I'm not quite sure if he ran it all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Have a look at this, Maxi Bon, our mate Maxi Duckworth. He was having a go till the junction box failed.
That's what they said anyway.
Yeah.
What a venue, eh? What do you think of it, boys?
Oh,
It was
Yeah.
good. It's just too smooth.
It'd be good off on that left-hand side there. You could get a bit. You could actually
In
get
that
up there a
open
bit more and
section.
fit up and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
watch wherever you wanted.
spectator point of view.
Yeah, but it just goes to show how good this live stream was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be able to see this.
Awesome spot with the Drifters Wharf too.
Here we go.
Like that made it.
Yeah.
This is where bad went to worse for poor Coop. Very stressful situation for the guys in the boat.
Yeah.
What were you doing at this point? Were you on your back? Were you responsive?
Yeah, just floating.
Winded?
A little bit. Not as bad as you'd think, eh?
Yeah.
Just couldn't move my neck.
So
And one of my arms couldn't move.
immediately you knew
Yeah.
your neck was in trouble?
Yeah. But turned out my neck was fine.
What lap was it?
I just fractured my T6.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Just
fractured.
Just the T6, yeah.
He's a tough man, old Coop. So is that what you heard in Seattle as well?
Nah, I did T11, T12.
So you've nearly covered them all?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You won something.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, what is this, end of lap 2? Got to be coming up to the red flag soon.
It'd have to. You think my brother would stop for me?
They do run wider than everyone. They're at second lap.
Got to get around those F2 boats that you're just catching.
Yeah.
First and second in our
Yeah,
selection.
you know, Tim Leeson's was going good, wasn't he?
It's a good scare, Tim.
Yeah. Bart runs a good setup.
Oh, that's
too.
a big boat, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Big boat.
They're awesome.
Does
Those
anyone know what
boats.
the name Axion means?
No.
No idea.
No, me neither.
Thought you were going to give us some
No,
trivia.
sorry. I did ask that like I had the knowledge, didn't I? I've got no knowledge.
I thought it might have been his business name, but he had his business cars at the Diamond Race, and they were Smets Electrical. So
Yeah, okay.
at
Look at
this
the-
point on the commentary, Mitch, what were you thinking? Did you know there was an incident?
Yeah, I did see because we had race live in front of us, and I did see it very early on. I saw both boats stop, and there was a camera, and so the guy in my ear told me there's a fall from Supernova and what's it called, but there was actually someone on the wharf up there that on the right hand side, like not in the venue, that knew someone and called them and said a boat's barrel rolled, and we thought, oh, shit, like it's some random guy. We can't really go off what he's saying.
What he
It's on his
said,
ears,
yeah.
but he's pretty close.
Goes to show, I guess, how big the course is. Like on the
Yeah.
drone, you can see the whole lot, but obviously you guys weren't that far from it, but you didn't really see what happened.
2.5K straight.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
It's a long lap, yeah. One end to the other.
100%.
All right, because we've got friends in high places who managed to get some footage, so we're going to play this footage next. Are you ready? No PTSD, Coop?
No, I'll be right. I'll shut my
While,
eyes.
while we're waiting, 1075 went in the boat coupe.
Yeah.
When was that?
Would have been after the state titles at Grafton.
Yeah.
Because we were up. What are we going to use? Like, are we going to? Is he going to get something different? We're going to run that? Are we going to run the Force? But decided to run that, and with them just put a 1075 in it. He had one already there.
So is that a call for you, or do the guys in the boat like the boat better?
All three of us love it. Such a good boat. Leaves such a big wide wash that makes that 240, that 247
A nice length.
easy to ski on in
Yeah.
the first couple laps.
Supernova's the Force. That's a 23.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're all different.
Yeah.
Like, what is different about Supernova compared to others?
It just doesn't bury like Sapphire and Merc Force do. Just doesn't got
no
the big,
ballast.
not the big ballast tank up the front like you guys do. And,
Yeah.
So it's just not quite as heavy.
Yeah, when Howard built that, I guess it was probably more, he wanted it to still go quick, didn't he?
Yeah.
And it was a very early 23.
Yeah.
They probably didn't develop
No.
the idea of wanting to have a
You
pure
know,
rough
Heavy
boat.
boat, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I do love the Force, but yeah, this is just the Supernova. This white Supernova is just so much better for this circuit sort of racing.
This
So-
was it was like a party boat or a cruiser.
Yeah, he had
Wasn't
a
it?
engine hatch and speakers, backseat esky, all.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember him pumping tunes at Queensland Tidal.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
He loved it, but yeah.
That's a
Back-
Darren Hitchcock special.
Yeah,
Playing. But Darren's got a playlist of 5 songs, which I reckon is Brianna's playlist, because she's got the worst music known to man. God,
Taylor Swift.
worse.
Worse.
The Wiggles.
Oh.
What engine was in this before then? A 565 or something?
Nah, 800 with a Whipple on it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And the hatch and all then.
Yeah, it had the hatch, backseat esky. He was mad.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I had to make him rip it all out, get it ready for the Worlds. But yeah, no.
Committed though. Like,
Yeah.
Like for Scotty, obviously
He loves it. It's
1075 is a minimum $80,000 engine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mate, he loves it.
Look at Brad. He's into it. He's pumped.
Oh, mate, they both love it.
I guess that's just what it means, eh? He just pulls out 80 grand minimum.
Yes.
Install.
Mate, you got to love it when you do, like when we're racing this high level and for free.
Commitment.
100%.
Hey, so
There's nothing comes out of it.
so Brad's running 3 watches, four watches.
Yeah, I know.
What's that? You, like first grid and you guys?
We'll take
and then
his
one.
heart-
Yeah, one's a speedo just in case the screen stops, and then the watch on his left hand, the green one, he wears that everywhere, so he just leaves
That's
it.
just his time
Yeah.
watch.
I
Yeah.
thought he'd get his heart rate on his left arm and his right arm.
Nah,
Compare the two.
pair the two. He's
Always
always
how high
prepared.
tech it was. Maybe he had to watch for Cooper's heart rate.
You wouldn't want to see that.
Blow it up.
Yeah.
We'll be getting close now.
There we go.
There it is.
Get in.
Running the ropes out. What's going through your head, Coop?
Nothing. We're just getting this start.
Yeah.
Rips out a fair bit faster.
Ripped
How'd you
out
feel the
fast.
difference?
Yeah, heaps. And I always get a bit nervous with the hot dog.
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
yeah, no V.
No V. I'm a big boy, so sometimes I bog right in,
Yeah, yep.
and I get real nervous when I doing the start.
You're right, left, aren't you?
What was
You're
that?
right, left, aren't you?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I was just happy to get up, and then it was just
The obviously left-hand rotation on that boat, so it spins turns the boat to its right out of the start area.
well, you know more than me.
Yeah, I
I got no idea.
He's up and going now. I remember this obviously.
Yeah.
Look at the charge Frank's having up the front chute.
Yeah, man, he had to go.
First race, everyone's excited. It's like first lap of Bathurst.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Like
It's hard.
the excitement, everyone wants
You
to
got to
go.
keep a lid on it too.
Yeah, 100%. 100 mile an hour at this point in the crosswash.
Yeah.
It was tough.
It was tough, but yeah, like I said, you got to keep a lid on it. But
Suppose-
you can't go. Like, you'd hate to be where Gratz is sitting now, and if we kept going, like, he would have had to work so hard to get through
Yeah,
yours and mine's crosswash. So it's all about sort of
getting yourself in a good
in a
spot.
good
early.
spot, but not going too crazy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Jeez, there it is.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bang! Then you just fell in. That's you held on to that for.
Mate, like I said, I was not letting go.
Do you remember that section?
Yeah, I was not letting go.
What were you thinking?
I didn't think,
Yeah.
obviously, I
happens
didn't
that
think
fast.
Yeah, yeah.
about it properly. He obviously, when he ran through the middle, he ran over the rope. But I thought he's just gone through the wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't think about the rope.
Didn't think
Steve-
of the rope,
sorry.
correct. Yeah.
Steven's gonna let go. I'm just gonna hang on, and if his rope will just rip across my legs, and we'll keep going. We'll be right. We'll be. But then I got caught up on his rope, and I had nothing pulling me forward, and I just went straight over the front.
Yeah, I was in the box seat.
So here we go.
Yeah.
This is the front view, obviously, because we're looking forward. I worked that out on my own.
You definitely notice where it gets a little bit rougher, don't you?
Yeah.
Well,
We can see him come right over.
Yeah.
Like he
I
obviously.
think he's coming to the right to get into the rollers.
Yeah.
And if everyone wants to shift right, but Gratz was in between us at that point.
Yeah. Yeah. He was trying to get out
Oh,
of the
that was
rollers, and he
close.
just comes so close, and then just trim tab stuffed him.
As a driver, you're chasing the good water for your skier.
Yeah.
Great social awareness. What's it called?
Spatial awareness.
Spatial
by
awareness.
pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, if to not freak out and turn straight away, like getting a message that a boat's just gone through the
Yeah.
rope or whatever. So unfortunate, obviously.
Yeah.
They sent a boat from Belgium, and they're like Frank and Nico are legends.
we go.
for
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
the boat.
both
They're
good
such
blokes.
good guys. So to
Ready?
have a failure like that or whatever went wrong, obviously to nearly put them they were obviously in a very, very scary spot as well on their side.
Yeah. I can imagine.
So it's very bad luck for everyone involved. But it's just good that
There it is.
yeah, look at that.
Oh.
So lucky.
Yeah.
So lucky it didn't roll.
They're built to kind of roll a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah, well, be a canal boat. They don't have a lot of natural lift. They're built to stay into the water. But yeah, the way the bottom's built, they're probably lucky it was that type of boat. Tab come down or drive come down. I can't remember.
The drive would have been like almost out.
Yeah.
Very
You can see it through the prop spray.
spraying it. The Cooper would have nearly got sprayed by the
Yeah, I
prop.
got it. There you go.
Hey,
There you
bang.
go. Yeah, and that's Coop skiing, and then he got next to the boat, and obviously
Yeah.
the ski pole and him are adjacent to each other, and he's just gone
Straight
off,
over, yeah.
gone off the rope.
Oh God, no good, Coop.
No,
Could
good.
you see much Cooper, or was it all just spray
All just spray, and then his boat was next to me,
next to you?
the other side of the wash, and I just went, oh, you're not meant to be there.
Yeah.
In one mind, it's so unlucky, but in the other, it's so lucky too.
Mate,
Like,
if he was another 100 foot forward or 100 foot back, he would have
Yeah,
killed Brad, or he would have killed me.
yeah,
So,
Correct.
yeah,
very lucky.
we don't want that.
No one does. So, yeah, as unlucky as it was,
It's, yeah,
unbelievably
still-
lucky
still lucky.
that, no one actually got seriously hurt.
Yeah,
Something I'd never asked anyone, but for me, when we found out that you were going to restart, they just said, right, we're going 50 minutes plus a lap. Like, let's get into it. Did you have to use your spare hole shot? No, actually, knowing you, did anyone?
No.
You would have had 10 hole shots. Did
Yeah.
anyone else have to use their spare?
nah. So like most people would have had a spare pack. You would have had one, Coop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So me and Lockie were actually sitting in Sapphire under the umbrella and swimming around trying to keep cool because we knew they were going to go to a restart. Just didn't know when.
Fuck, your
And then
gang
when they-
swimming in that water.
When they made it official, I just jumped on the deck and re-hole shotted. Obviously had the time to do it, so we just did it.
How long did you have?
Between when the accident happened and the race restarted, it was over an hour.
Should have
Yeah.
just
Had a
grabbed
bit-
my one.
Had a bit to sort out. Poor Coop.
I
obviously had to get off
never actually said this in the podcast I did with you, Coop, but I meant to say it. Was when you come in and you're on the stretcher, I've been in that situation before too, and I was looking at you, watching, and I know they go, "Can you wiggle your toes?" And then you wiggle your toes, and I was like, "Yeah, he's fine, don't worry,
Yeah.
mate. He's sweet."
He'll be sweet. Don't worry. I had my bucks, a week after the World's finished. And as soon as Bub come in, he see me, he goes, "So we're right, we're on for Cairns, aren't we, Coop?" And he
Standard.
walks away. Carter and Jason are already talking about it. Yeah, we're still on for Cairns, aren't we? Yeah.
God, it's a hot.
They were
place.
going without me, I reckon.
Yeah,
How was Cairns? Obviously, Mick,
Hot.
you went
Hot.
too.
too hot.
Yeah.
I remember
Who was
walking.
best on ground? Carter?
Oh,
Nah,
No.
I don't know. Matt, I don't want to give it to him.
who?
Carter. Actually, no. I think
Oh
you what there's this club. The only club in Cairns who respected their aircon was PJs. And I remember, I think I was with Bailey, and we went back to PJs, and then we went to the bar, and I thought, oh, there's Cooper in the
Yeah.
middle of the dance floor.
Bailey.
On
And
my own.
I walked over, and he's standing there like this, and I was like, "Who are you with?" He's like,
Look, everyone just left me to go get a drink. And someone goes, "I'm going to get a drink," and everyone just went, "Yeah, good idea," and left. And I've got, oh, fuck.
and he just off and away. Poor guy. All right, we'll start the restart.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute to start, 30 seconds till the green boxing kangaroo flag will come down, and we will be away.
It was getting pretty late in the arvo by this time as well, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was late.
2023
How long does this go for?
World
Lucky
Waterski
for
Racing
daylight savings, eh?
Championships.
The whole day was like 8 hours, 12 minutes. I think
Yeah, it
this
was a
just
massive
this
day.
video.
It's a
Race
big
one
day.
and race two.
Away we
Race,
go.
yeah, the end of the men's race.
Approximately 10 seconds till
Different feeling now. Like, obviously, you've started the Worlds there underway. Someone's hurt. You know, Diamond Bulls is out.
It mucks with your head too. I know Lockie said that the restart didn't do him any good because he was going good, and then
Oh, he was
just
going
the
awesome.
restart fucked him.
Yeah.
Yeah, next up.
Obviously,
Carter.
well, you obviously your nutrition and your energy levels and stuff. You obviously base them around the time you're going to ski, and getting that late in the day as well. Just obviously mentally more tired. You've been in your boots, out of your boots, sitting in the sun. Like, it adds up. But you know, there's no point suckering.
No, everyone had
He
the
got
same
ski
thing.
again, and poor Coop didn't. So
Everyone was the same. So
yeah,
I
100%.
think in these situations, you just got to get up, get into it, get
Team
over
50.
it.
Team 50 out in front.
absolute great start. Cooper Robertson. Then you've got
They ran the same grids, didn't they, Mitch?
Yeah.
Same thing. Same
Yeah,
thing.
same.
He mustn't have been too bad. Look how far in front he is. He had
Yeah,
the crack.
Lockie, he
Yeah.
did.
Strike Four's got a nice start there too.
He starts off so strong every race, eh?
Who's that?
Lockie.
Yeah,
So strong.
just loves it.
Yeah.
Just wants it.
Yeah.
He just wants to get to the
We used to
Yeah,
stand on the
nice.
deck in the two ups, and he'd just say, like, go to a number. It's just like we probably couldn't have done it. And he just confident, like, just go to, like, just sit on this. We're good. I used to look at him and just go, whatever. The boys in the boat will
Vocal
follow it anyway.
Minus 10.
He just loves it.
Yeah.
Lockie's number minus 10.
It's funny the different, I guess the different sizes of the skiers in the race and everything like that. But everyone's sort of the same mentally. Everyone wants it pretty bad.
Yeah.
You can see in the video, it's getting rougher too.
Yeah.
It was bumpier second time round. Me, Gratz, and Brock were by ourselves. Looks smooth here, doesn't it? Across the
Yeah.
finish line.
It is. It's always smooth there. There's not much wind gets down there, but it gets pretty boat choppy down there because it's so, like, obviously.
Yeah, all those cruisers are parked there.
But yeah, the start down that end is smooth and fast, and the top end's rougher. But by the time you get to the end, it's rougher down the bottom end.
Yeah, correct.
100%.
What day was the roughest out of the four?
Race
Don't know,
3.
mate.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Race 3.
It'd have to be 3.
It was race 3.
Yeah, race 3 was the roughest.
You
Looked
came
rough.
back to watch.
Yeah,
race
looked
three?
rough
Yeah.
for drifters.
You on the beers at Drifters?
I had a couple. there.
We saw?
Yeah, I couldn't turn.
Yeah,
Turn or do nothing, but
Because you didn't drink at all during. I remember we watched the grand final together, and you were sucking back jugs of.
Pepsi Max, mate, at Paradise.
Yeah.
Paradise.
Yeah, I reckon I had about three jugs of Pepsi Max.
Penrith broke the Broncos' heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a game.
Nah, go Tigers.
It was a long game. Go the Tigers.
Yeah, you're the Tiger boys, aren't you?
Yeah.
2 in a row.
Mate, they're lucky it's this late into the season when we finally found our feet.
Yeah.
You'd be in trouble. Everyone is.
It
Yeah.
gives a bit of hope for next year.
Yeah.
The
Get a good
Tigers have got a
assistant coach.
Tigers have got a bye this week, so we've got 3 in a row.
Oh. Starts
How
with
good's that?
dynasty, I reckon. We're going to be the next Melbourne.
Me and Cooper went to the Tigers versus Melbourne Storm game. It wasn't very good.
Nah, Leichhardt do that hurt.
And then Strike
Up from Carter.
representing the USA.
Yeah, mate. Loves it.
There he is. So Jack, tell us about this guy.
Goldsmith behind Strike.
Nice
You'll
looking boat.
notice the difference how the boats sit through the race a lot as well, like up
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
you know
they're
2-3 laps time in
Buried.
time they'll bury them.
Buried, yeah.
Yeah. The guys driving these boats, obviously, the level they've raced at for a while, they know how to put on the eye bolt. You'll watch as the race gets further on. Strike and Merckforce are pretty wet.
Yeah, well, this was Macca's first day in the boat, wasn't it?
Yeah, he did a siding, like obviously did siding laps and ran it down the river, but yeah, pretty much went and got it off Jerry and got dialed with it, did what he had to do and raced it.
It's a bit loose, eh?
But yeah, great boats. Camo Nix and Max Duckworth. Maxi one went good for 20 minutes.
He's a good skier. He went good in Seattle too.
Yeah,
Went,
Max
yeah.
was good. Punches above his weight. Doesn't get to get on the water that often like us boys.
No.
But he plays soccer for the Rovers.
Yeah, right.
Apparently they're animals.
Yeah, right.
They're like the Storm of New Zealand in the soccer league. So, yeah, I think
Look
that's
at that,
gonna
hitting
be
the
good
start
head.
rollers there.
His start rolls, yeah.
It looks so wide, doesn't it?
It is pretty wide when you think about it, but like how far, like where the F1 boats are running around the outside.
compared to the
Yeah.
F2.
Yeah, the other thing to think about is usually in our circuit races we run one centre marker, but there you can see the centre markers are literally got a
Yeah,
package
100
in
metres
the middle.
apart at least.
Yeah.
God, Alex can drive.
Would have been a hot day for the guy on the rescue boat. He's out there for probably, 9 hours?
Yeah, he did a bit of work too.
Yeah, good on him.
Yeah. One of the rescue boats anyway. The winch didn't work on the other one.
Oh, no.
No, and then they wanted to swing me around the front into the bimney.
No.
Yeah.
What'd you do? Just say I'll climb him myself?
And I'm just laying on there and Braden Jamison's in the water going, mate, he can't go that way. Well, he's going to have to. And he said, mate, look, he's going to hit the bimney. Took him a couple of minutes to convince his bloke. He can't go that way. He has to go around the back.
Oh.
Look at that. Team
Is
50
he
and
out for
Snap
today?
were together a lap ago. Agent 86, that boat went
Jake
through the ring of that
Clancy was
week.
my he was my
Holy
MVP.
shit. Where did he come from?
I know, man,
He's so good.
Because he was a wild card in fifth. Sorry.
Yeah, he's such a
Skied
skinny.
so good, and that boat did him no favours. And he would go from, like, I'd be sitting watching it drifters, and you watch him coming down the back straight. He'd go from pole 10 to pole 1 to pole 6 to pole 1.
Yeah.
I was just like, mate, they just dragged him through the shit, but it worked. I'm watching him going, that poor bloke.
He had the hardest run, I
I
reckon.
watched Superman come past him, and they just stuck to their pole. They did not go out and jump in front. I'm like, do him a favour, give him a lap at least.
He's got a lot of heart, doesn't he?
Oh,
Good kid too.
it's so good.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved watching that.
You know what? The Vic point scores have done him well. Him and
Yeah.
his star skiing so good.
Yeah. But that's F2, but you just got to be, you just dragged through the shit because
Yeah.
all the boats are so close in pace that they're,
It really does
yeah.
come down to skier, doesn't it?
This shot here was so deceiving because
Yeah,
I'd be
the gap.
commentating and I'd say, oh yeah, they're coming almost at the finish, and then I look on the race live and they just go around the corner because the camera's so like it's got that long shot.
Yeah. You don't really appreciate how far everyone is apart. Brock's on the hot dog too. He's been on it for a long time too, Brock.
it's good for the rough water, man.
Yeah, he loves it. Bit of a rough water specialist, old Brock.
Yeah.
Do you run a hot dog in the river as well? Coop?
Not Cotto.
Not that
I
game.
need double the forearms for that,
What
mate.
is the difference? Like, obviously we know, but why do you run a bar in the river and a hot dog in the rough?
It's easy to hang on to the bar. You know, you can hook straight on, but the hot dog,
And you don't need the option.
yeah, you set and that's it.
Yeah, you set
your
it.
stance, but there's no.
How do you reckon Levi Frederick would go with double hot dog?
But I reckon if he wrapped up, he'd be unstoppable. Like,
I wouldn't want to verse him in an arm wrestle.
nah.
Even if you're
I wouldn't want to shake his hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a weapon.
good on him, eh? But yeah,
Did
nah, you
Bruce,
keep
Bruce
that.
the week after too.
And I think he broke the hour. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he broke the hour.
Very good. Bought that boat, come overseas, bought it, raced it, did the bridge.
Seen it at Catalina too.
It is.
Yeah.
He had hands out in front of Catalina.
Keep
I
that.
want to know if he actually knows how to wrap up or he just loves unwrapped.
Old school, mate. Surely you know how to wrap up.
He did not
can wrap.
Catalina unwrapped.
He did.
The one just gone.
Yeah.
I got to call him.
He needs a raise.
Hold on. And the other thing that don't bring two snappy boats and expect me to remember which one's which.
Yeah.
That's
Nice one, Cor.
177 and 377. Come on,
yeah.
man.
Carl runs a good show. Ran
Yeah.
over 2 boats.
They're beautiful
Hey,
boats.
Kyle, obviously, from Wide Open Throttle.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were awesome all weekend, every
Yeah.
class.
Mate, that boat in
They're all good
Prince,
people too.
Nordic Outboard. Carl's a legend.
Yeah.
Sophia Rivera, she was a weapon in F2.
Yeah.
Like that race that she fell, like that was coming down, that she might actually put it to Emma here. Like,
Yeah, it was good to see someone like from another country,
country.
giving a go.
Yeah.
Demi Foblets in
Race
race
one.
one.
Yeah.
Because she had that fall.
Animal.
God, she was smoking it.
Yeah.
I was in Europe recently, obviously. I was over there and she was skiing hard. Like, she's a bit of a weapon. Tim Leeson's girlfriend. They train together. I think he goes out the wash and she stays in, but he's still hanging on apparently.
Cody's coming through. Young Rory Kirkland also coming through there behind the big
What was racing over there like compared to racing over here?
Yeah, heaps rougher. Obviously a lot narrower. Diamond race in that canal. They actually drop the water level for the race to make it rougher.
Wow.
So they bring the water level down so there's more concrete, so it can't spill over the angle on the edge. It's dead flat, and it gets rough. It got called earlier this year. It was raining and
Yeah, I
a bit of a
remember
storm.
Yeah, that was when Aiden Cuff nearly
Gazebo.
had to catch the
Yeah.
gazebo.
Perfect gazebo, yeah.
Wore the gazebo.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was awesome. Todd Haig, Cuffy, Camo.
It was a cool race, that.
Tim before
Camo lost his whole shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Kings Lynn. I was at Kings Lynn, wasn't it? One in
Yeah,
England.
it was,
Yeah, not the
it
diamond
was
race.
Queensland.
That's all the same to me.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty cool how hungry everyone is. Like, see people go over to Europe.
That's good, eh?
And the races were so good. See the two ski partners, Cuffy and Nixie, now in the same shot.
Yeah, you can see how much more buried the boat is now as well.
Yeah. All the wind in the background.
It looks like it's getting rougher up there too.
Yeah, the bay at the top turn's not really protected.
Yeah.
So
Actually, yeah, I can't remember what day it was, but there was like a princess cruiser or something like that cruised. And actually, I think it was the women's race in the morning. They were heading out, and we could see the waves on the shot from like how big they were. You could probably nearly surf them. They were
Wow.
huge.
wow. There, look at Levi.
Wow.
Team 50 punching through the middle again.
Nixie's on the ups, you'd assume.
Again using the slower F2.
I think
Yeah, he's used his head there.
That section of the course coming into those yellow buoys, that's where all the boats were parked, as you can see. It just got bumpy. Like I was definitely asking for downs through there as well.
There was a lot of falls in
In
front.
that section.
Yep.
Thump snapped his ski.
It stands right up
Yeah.
at you, bouncing
Yeah.
up those boats. It's hard through there.
100%. Then you get to the corner, and just
Yeah.
one quarter into the corner, there's no more waves. It's pretty smooth.
I think I consistently gave it down every lap in that first selection race in that one spot. Because you just come in, like you're
Yeah, you
hooking
come
and
in
you're working into there, and then all of a sudden they stand right up at you and bouncing off those boats. And you can't go, there's nowhere to hide in the wash.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to the left, and
Yeah.
there's all the inside boats. You were sitting in their crosswash.
Yeah.
There's the view you had, Coop.
Yeah, I can see my mum's mum and dad right behind Connor. Glad to see they were worried about me in hospital.
You didn't know till now.
No, look at them. Not stressed.
She's not on the phone,
The
nothing.
favourite one's still here, so don't worry about it.
At least she
Oh.
doesn't have to worry about what T-shirt she wears the next day. Big Robbie on the screen, Bionic Kangaroo.
Got Hall of Fame at Catalina this year.
Yeah, weapon.
Mm.
They love him in America. That's
Well, he
want to adopt
went and
him.
lived there a lot, didn't he? For
Did he?
Catalina, I'm sure they said that in his little speech for
Yeah,
the Hall of Fame. You know, they did like a little wrap up of everyone.
yeah.
I'm sure they said he was there, he was there a lot,
He must have spent a
No.
bit of time there because
and he was one of the first people ever to break the hour.
he was.
Yeah, there you go.
He's the youngest to win Catalina.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
Pretty cool, eh?
Talk about it in a sec, I think. But he loves America.
Yeah,
Loves them all in Australia.
yeah.
Are you going to go back again next year?
I'd like to, mate, but we'll see what's going on with work, and I'll have a baby by then, so
Yeah.
we'll see what I can
When
do.
is your baby due?
November,
November.
so not long now.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that'll be good. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'd love to go, but
What
Fuck.
date in November?
the 14th.
14th, Valentine's Day, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, 9 months.
yeah.
Look at you go, Coop.
Fuck, oh, must have been a good meal.
What a, where'd you take her? The trop?
I think I was in Bali actually.
Oh,
Nah, it would have been the Aussie with Carter.
nice.
Triplets.
Um, yeah. So we'll
Different
see.
phase of your life.
Yeah.
What are you?
24. Yeah, yes.
What, does that change anything for your skiing plans, having a baby?
You'd like to say no, but
Once it comes.
Not yet.
like it's an expensive sport. Like, you know, I can't do everything, and ideally Caprice doesn't have to go back to work. So that's the goal. And if your skiing has to be sacrificed for a while for that. There has to be sacrificed a while for that.
Yeah.
That's our plan. So ideally, I'd love to make enough money to say no, but I'm doing my best. But yeah, ideally no. But yeah, not the be all.
You see any other? There's Jason there.
Yeah, he's not worried either.
Nah.
Yeah. Touching on that, obviously you've moved to Wilberforce recently.
Yeah.
Started a new business the
Yeah.
same year as the Worlds. That's a big effort.
Yeah. It was hard, but it was good. It was worth it. But yeah,
Is it easier on wages trying to focus on the Worlds, or having the freedom, I guess?
heaps easier on wages, man.
Yeah.
Everyone
thing
says
is-
the freedom, but you're the only one at work.
Yeah, that's
making
right.
money,
When you're not
so-
working, you're not making money.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, it was
And
hard.
when you get home, you got to invoice,
Yeah.
make sure you chase money, organise material.
That's it,
A lot
yeah.
more,
It's a lot, yeah.
than on wages. No, good on you. That's a massive effort.
It was good, yeah.
What sector are you in? What are you doing?
I'm a plumber.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So just new homes at the minute.
Yep.
Doing a lot of subcontracting work and got a bit of our own work going, but
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
You went out bush, didn't you?
yeah, done a bit of work at Oberon.
Yeah, nice. Country living.
It was good.
Says.
Yeah, mate, it was unreal. I loved
Loved
it. Heaps better out there. You just got like everything. You're not moving from site to site each day. You're sort
Yeah,
of
you
one
just leave your
site.
stuff
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
yeah. You're putting a lot more work into one job, but
The guy at the pub knows your order every night.
yeah, no, it was good. It was just it was good as well. Like you got room to move. You're not trying to sit on a slab while you do the external on the excavator, trying not to hit nothing and ruin nothing.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
drive
you gotta
right
be-
around it.
Yeah.
Nice. You're not worried about where you're going to put your dirt. 'Cause you're going to have to drive over that later.
Yeah.
There's nice room everywhere. It's heaps better.
Now
Yeah.
I think in the next lap, this is when Tim Leeson's has that big crash, and I missed it on the day, but you can see it.
He's stacked. The
Yep,
spray.
yep.
It's like Cooper's massive spray.
And there's a boat right up his tail that goes from pole 10 to pole 1 real quick.
Yeah.
It's
That was
coming up.
Stevie Davis's Cyclone, or Nordic, whatever they call it, the white one with the black bottom. Pretty sure it was that. Towing Jason Davison.
Mm. We're gonna have the two strike.
He had a
boats
bad
next to
Worlds
each
as
other
well. Ended up,
soon.
he's
Troy,
got
how we gonna do
a
this one?
bit of a bunged arm now.
Brock's actually gone
It's good to see him back skiing though.
Gone past him, Mitch. Brock's gone past Mason, so
Yeah, there they are at the back.
Jerry's old boat going past him. It's pretty cool to see Jerry come out of retirement to tow Mason.
Yeah, it was good.
Everyone sort of rallied up. Like Wisey lent a boat to Kirkland.
Yep.
It was just good to see. Yeah, I guess people come together in Australia and ensure everyone had a run.
Yeah.
you got young Cuffy there on the inside, and then Brendan Tidswell on the outside. They've been
Good
going
boats,
like
those
this
Bernico
the
F2s,
whole
aren't
race
they?
so
Yeah.
far,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Very
For 50
purpose-built.
Him and Cuffy and Stump all
great
week,
battle.
like just
We've just had a
back and
fall
forth
over
with
the
each other.
far
Had
side,
Jake
that
Clancy and
unlucky
Samuel,
corner all
obviously.
weekend, just coming
Yeah,
down
it was
to
good.
this,
F2 was a good field.
Yeah, it was an awesome field. Look at the lines
I was
between
about to
them.
say, look at the difference in lines.
Great
out
build.
there.
Yeah.
Gone
outside.
straight to the left.
Young New
God.
Zealanders had a
Oh, that's-
Oh yeah, there he's Maxi.
Yeah, I know. Poor Max. Got to get pretty close to Max. Obviously, after the Worlds, he lived with us that week and did the bridge to bridge by on 1350. Junction box failure, very rare. They couldn't trim it, couldn't turn it on.
So the junction box is the link between the engine and the screen. which is
Yeah,
what the computer
I think
for.
so. So yeah, no power at all. Just boat shut down. They tied up to a tinny, got towed in. Had to
It's early in the race too. That's a long time. to
Yeah.
prepare.
Yeah, running with Camo too. Like Camo was a benchmark in F2 in the selections. Like he fell off in Moala and still won, I think. Or
Yeah, last
He
lap.
did,
Yeah,
yeah,
on
that's
the race 3.
he was
Yeah, that photo
man
of him
possessed
bleeding nose.
Yeah,
and
mate, he was
everything.
skiing good.
selections.
Yeah,
Yeah, he lapped second place, Ag Cup.
that's right.
Yeah,
He-
animal.
He was a weapon. Something notable with Cuffy, that, like if you pay attention to details, he was running a green wetsuit. He's a red and orange man normally. First time in a long time he's actually ran not a red and orange wetsuit.
Yeah,
I reckon next World you'll see him in a red and orange.
yeah.
Raymond.
He fell twice, didn't he?
Yeah.
Cuffy?
Yeah, I know he fell in race 4. I was next
Yep.
to him.
Yep.
Just and that was down to the wire too. Like Jack Batty had 3 stopwatches on, I think, because he had to manage Jake,
Four.
Samuel,
Yeah.
and Stump. So F2 was really exciting that last race.
See, this is where I got yelled at. I think where I was like, "Go right, got the back."
Off of the
Trying to
drone.
tell the cameras what to do.
Did they have to bring him down to change the batteries, or they lasted the hour?
Yep. So there was actually 2 drones, and they had long range batteries in them. I think the batteries lasted about 20 minutes.
How good's that?
So they just
Pretty cool, isn't it?
alter them, yeah.
It's awesome at Mercury too. I know Simon Isherwood and Scott Cleaver organised this Mercury setup. Them and Mercury and the dealers actually went halves in the cost for the live stream.
It's good, isn't
Yeah,
it?
all the Marines.
Water Sports TR, Scotty,
Race
Simon,
Marine, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, maybe Baldwin's. It was 5 dealers, I think, and they all chipped in and made it happen. So we couldn't do this review without them because we wouldn't be watching much. No one wants to look at just our heads for an hour.
Yeah, this is the lap. I'm pretty sure this boat in pole 1 moves over into Axiom's wash.
Jumps back out.
And then, yeah. Oh, mate, goes for a swim.
So they've come over this week to celebrate his birthday and run at the World Championships.
See Evan put his arm up.
Carter's a maniac.
All of us were probably giving downs. Carter was just saying, let's go.
He's something wrong with him. There's something wrong with him.
So comfy.
Yeah. Evan's job's just keep a lid on him, I think.
Yeah, this is it here. Yeah, here, watch. So
Does
watch
Evan
the...
go to the Aussie with him as well?
Nah.
Nah.
And they live there,
Both
mate.
as wild as he is.
Here we go. When this camera comes back, keep your eyes on the orange boat. And then we'll see just on the right-hand side. Yeah, he moves into his wash. And then watch the orange boat. Bang. And ready? Bang.
Imagine being the guy behind the white boat.
See, he's done the right thing there by not going turn. He's gone to pole 1, let the scare catch up. We'll just go back.
Wow.
Yeah, he hasn't done 2 movements.
Ready?
Obviously, Lockie's decided he's going to settle in for second for today.
I haven't seen this.
3, 2, 1. Boom.
Yeah, he's in his wash, doing the right thing for his... Oh,
Wow.
That had to be close.
Yeah.
That's a big
Jason
turn.
for hanging on to that. Like, that's a sharp turn.
Yeah.
Good save.
Good evasive action.
Yeah, and smart to let the scare kind of catch up and not turn directly back.
Straight away.
Too many things at once.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good from all three.
I guess that's why we have the 100-metre rule, just so you got that time to react.
Yeah.
That would have been 101.
Good work to that boat that went on the inside of the course to avoid.
There's Kyle Taylor. Jason Cartledge lent him that boat for selections and worlds, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So this would probably be, 15 minutes in or so, 10, 15. Where were you at? What was your game plan in this? There you are there.
Well, I wasn't fit enough at selections. It's pretty obvious. Ran 5th, and I guess just trying to just keep a lid on our game plan, run our own race, and make sure I didn't burn out early. Ran around in 4th for a long time in this one, and then we started mowing down Lockie with about 15 to go, and that's when Gratz just turns a switch on. He went from probably a minute back to pulling 5 seconds a lap out of Carter.
Wow.
And we ended up going around Lockie maybe with 8 or 10 minutes to go.
Is that Maxi there stuck in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they sat
Yeah, they I don't think they could move.
Nah.
And Max has heaps of fans, like heaps of girls, so they were all idling around on the outside, just making sure he was all right.
Aussie girls or New Zealand girls?
Aussies, yeah.
Name one.
They all love the imports.
Is that why you keep going back to Malta?
Yeah. It's cool. They got the noise off the drone too.
Yeah, well, there was a
Peacock?
like the microphone near drifters that
was
caught the
picking it
audio.
up.
So that noise we're hearing's off
Drifters,
yeah,
yeah.
off drifters.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
so that point you can see just there, that's obviously where it started to get rougher, no more protection.
Just coming past the start finish boat
It does
now.
get a lot of messy, a lot more messy when you get to the middle part of it too. I reckon observing in Worlds with this working everything out, wearing 4 watches it'd be a mindfuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
It'd be out of control. The respect it. Yeah, the observers are just so busy.
Yeah, they got so much. Everyone out there's got so much to focus on.
Well, we saw it on the onboard. Brad had 4 watches on.
Mm.
Like you don't see that in a river race.
No.
It's almost the same as counting your laps at.
Look at the difference. Look at that boat on the inside. His wash is right near that buoy, but on the next buoy, he's a pole over. Everyone's sort of trying to get out of that crosswash.
Yeah.
So he had 4 watches on, and from memory, Xander Hall was on the bank too, wasn't he, on ship to shore?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was Lockie Cleaver doing at this time?
Crew chief.
Toto Wolf.
Yeah. No,
He was good, but every
he was
time
awesome.
I saw Lockie, he had a rag in his hand.
Mate, he's
or
unreal.
doing
He,
something.
honestly, he's unreal. Our team in the classics would not function the way it does without him.
Yeah, he's
He does
actually,
so much. Even like when he hasn't come to a few, they've been busy at work, and you notice,
getting
we've
the
had
prop
to do
out.
so much
little
more
things, the little
because he does so many little things you don't even notice, and
the 1%ers that make it.
Yeah. He's so good.
Every team needs one. It needs a Lockie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
It'd be so much easier.
Yeah.
Has anyone tried to poach him?
I don't reckon they could. I don't reckon Scott would let them.
Yeah. Everyone's probably
Be an
thought about it.
awkward combo at dinner when you got to tell your dad you're leaving.
He'd be too scared.
100%. I would be too.
So a 20-second gap between Superman and Coldie's F1.
That's pretty cool because Lockie's been doing a bit of skiing too.
Yeah. He's starting to try and get in. He was going to start getting more and more into it, but then obviously we've had this a hold put on for the safety stuff. Yeah, he's got himself a little Haynes Hunter up there now. He's going to start doing some training behind. Yeah. He loves it.
Yeah, he loves it.
They're a good boat, the Haynes.
Yeah.
Too. Good social boat.
Yeah.
Do you think at this stage in the race it's harder being on your own or trying
with someone?
Trying to keep up with someone?
I think it depends on where you're at. If you're Carter Robbo and you're fitter than everyone, which he was, you're just probably controlling the race because he was the benchmark at selections. He knew he was in a better spot than everyone. Whereas if you're me, coming off a very bad selections, you're probably just trying to run your own race and just the last 15 minutes just feel out whether you got that going you to get to the line and make up some spots.
I like racing someone. I'd like to race someone the whole way. I think it makes the time go heaps quicker.
Yeah.
And you feel good when you're leaving.
Do you think it depends who you're racing?
Nah.
No.
Well, remember that Oceanic we did?
Yeah. That was good. That was good. Yeah.
No, that was the roughest. That was stupid.
That was awesome.
Too rough.
That was rough.
That could be the minimum we should do a circuit racing. 100%.
We went hammer and tong for ages.
That's what I mean.
Well,
Awesome.
out of the F2 at that race, 7 boats pulled out and 9 fell.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oceanic?
Yep.
Wow.
It was rough.
It was rough as.
That's what we should race in. No one gets hurt when they fall off.
Yeah, well,
Everyone gets back up.
Grab snapped his ski.
And he was fine.
Yeah. No, that was an awesome weekend.
Yeah.
Cameron Osborne was skiing too.
Yeah. He come down out of ski.
No, it was good. Who won overall? You won?
Yeah.
Yeah, you won.
Yeah, Gratz snapped his ski, so I snagged the dub.
He Cameron tied second.
I think so, yeah.
Gratz was on a mission that Sunday, wasn't he?
Mate.
Something was chasing him.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
I remember him coming through saying, what is wrong with you?
What did you do during the World Simo?
I was at Drifters on the ship to shore for Hitchy.
Oh, yeah.
Samuel and Molly as well.
Oh, you
men's
were
and women's.
Samuel selections. Samuel was on his selections, wasn't he?
Yeah, he didn't know where he was at either. That was
He just
set
could
a benchmark for himself.
from nowhere. No one knew who Samuel McKenzie was, and
He skied real good.
race one at Gosford. Just like, wow, who is this kid? 18 years old, built like strong, and just finished my walla like I'm here to go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Here's the difference in the race lines: outboards on the inside, inboards on the outside. You know, you got the power to run around the outside of them.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
who's getting the shit run here? Who's that?
Snappy.
Snappy.
Yeah,
Which one, Mitch?
That's racing.
I don't know.
Racing. He's a speed bike king. He actually does those.
Yeah, he goes well,
Like
doesn't he?
Jason Crump. He actually,
What are you
heads
doing
it
down the
over.
inside here, Jack?
Up the inside.
Yeah, you were nice and close to the boys there.
Probably needed a breather.
So yeah,
See,
Paul.
Axian's still sitting out the back there. Tim's obviously in the rescue boat.
Yeah, I fucked this one up. I saw the boat. They drove back in, and I said, "Oh, he's up again." And then I went back with him in the
Yeah, I was
rescue
driving
boat.
back to the bank.
I rate that they didn't red flag the race for that.
What's that?
Like picking him up. That's how it should be. There's no need to red flag the race. It's the world's widest course.
Yeah.
You can drive right around it. There's no need to red flag
Oh,
that.
what would you know?
Even
Even me, whack me in a rescue boat and idle in.
even when he gets up on the plane here, like who cares? If
Yeah,
he
it's
was-
rough
if he
enough.
was
You know,
still
pay
skiing-
attention.
If you're still
Like, yeah.
skiing, you would have the waves anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Like
shows
it's rough.
you how.
Like it's rough enough out there. Everyone can. If everyone's paying attention, there's no. I don't see the harm in that.
No.
You know, slow down, get over them, and go
Yeah,
again. If
basically.
you're really that worried about them, yeah,
It shows you how windy it is. There's a windsurfer in the back there.
yeah,
What a legend.
yeah.
Yeah. So there we just saw the cross from I forget who was observing for Brock, but that's
Brayden
obviously
Jamison.
25 minutes in.
Oh, yeah. Jamo's good with his communication too. I had him in Vichy.
Yeah.
No, he did too.
Talks
He-
to you
Forgot about that.
a lot.
Yeah, he is also a weapon at smoking cigarettes.
Oh, didn't he?
He goes good.
I don't know if you can do that.
There's a kid named Brody that works for us. He's up there with him too.
Stevie Davis,
Oh yeah.
Carter Robertson.
God, those Nordics are good,
Carter
Yeah.
Robertson there on the outside.
aren't they?
He built that boat just for here
Currently
too.
leading open men.
The Davises don't muck around.
Really?
No.
Kirky. Recipes first worlds in a boat, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Pretty cool that those boys got to ski. There's a little bit of a little bit of issues around the GB water ski. So
let him
Cody and Rory got the run.
Go.
Yeah, that is good.
I know we haven't got the numbers to knock people back. Let everyone have a crack, I reckon.
Yeah, I agree.
There's strike force coming through. Mason Goldsmith
Rory, I've observed for Rory, he spends more time in the air than he does on the water.
I've got him on Strava. He's fit.
Yeah, I passed him running the other day. I was on the way home from Breeze's auntie's house. Passed him at Rouse Hill Bunnings.
I guess we know Gratz isn't watching because he's trying to call me.
You're going to answer that.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're looking at that like you're going to answer it. Put him on speaker.
Yeah, Gratz, you want to come on?
Wayne Taylor, Shane Henderson, Kyle Taylor, all the way from
Is that Carter's old suit that Rory's
Yeah.
wearing?
Yeah.
Was it Aussie suit?
Yeah,
That's
from
the one he won-
Vichy.
Did they
Funny
take the
one,
AUS off?
Actually,
I don't know, I doubt it.
Look at the ballast pumping out.
Yeah, see how wide you are there, Coldy.
Boat number
Yeah.
200 representing
That's
Complete
deep for
shift.
you. He knows what he's doing, eh?
Yeah.
Complete shift lap to lap.
Nick Butler doing the skiing.
Is that Cartledge's boat?
Yeah,
That's
that's
for-
Kyle Taylor.
That's for sale if
They
anyone
look
wants to
committed.
buy.
They came to the Aussie selections. They didn't have to. Some of them learnt the boat, learnt the
Course.
competition and the courses.
Yeah.
They're at the Oceana too, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
proper committed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good on Cartledge for giving his boat up.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
As is
It's good. I feel like our sport, a lot of people do work together.
Mm.
Obviously, their numbers aren't as strong as they once were, so you just got to do what you can to make sure everyone's getting involved. Grow up F2.
Camo down the inside, eh?
That's a reigning world champ, that boat too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Alex.
Grow up F2 coming down on their own. They're way
Yeah, tough that water.
God, he's having a go. Look at him. Oh, look how loose he
Blues
is.
from Cameron there.
Yeah.
Too.
That's how he likes it, but
Camo doesn't care, eh?
Nah, freak.
Same when you ski with his brother.
checks his
I'd say
watch,
both those
20
boys
minutes
just
to
ski
go.
loose.
They don't
They're just
care.
into it the whole time.
Yeah, that year that Barry Kahn was capped at 85 and Lockie skied behind, I think it
Low
was.
point.
Well, yeah, and he said to him, "Oh, like, what do you want to do?" And Lockie's just do 85. I'll just do the cap.
When was it capped at 85?
COVID.
Yeah,
During COVID.
Why's that?
21.
Because it
destroyed.
wasn't an SRA sanctioned race.
Ah,
They ran it
okay.
as a black race.
Yeah, okay.
APT.
Yeah, right.
So they capped it at 85.
There you go.
There he is.
That was a good weekend too.
Yeah, it was a good week.
You were saying before, Jack, at the end of this, there was only 10 seconds between Gratz and Carter in race one.
Yeah. Well, like watching this now, kind of don't really pay attention to the gaps, but yeah, Carter checked out from Lockie. I was kind of just hanging 15, 20 back from Gratz, but the last 10 minutes, Gratz just turned it on. Just pulled time, and he ended up 10 seconds behind Carter, which is very close because our point system is time.
He's a specialist at that.
Yeah.
45-minute mark, having a crack.
Yeah,
Well,
precisely.
Going.
day 2 was
Yeah.
the one where
Yeah,
just blew everyone away.
He
Just-
he put a minute on him in the last 20.
Is this
Yeah.
race 2?
Yeah. Put on a clinic, yeah.
Here he is.
Dude, man, right out.
Yeah, right on cue.
Good on Gratz too. Like, didn't do any training runs behind the inboard before this. He was actually just going to ski the Saturday of Gosford. Cotto was going to ski the Sunday. Gratz wasn't even going to do it because he was
really?
for Zach
Yeah.
Armstrong. And he just went,
When you-
I'll just do it.
It's pretty cool.
When you're as experienced and as good as someone at Gratz, but you don't need any training runs behind those big boats.
No.
You've done it so much. You're as good as you're ever going to get.
100%.
Like,
He just went to stairs.
yeah, so all he needs to be is, which he wasn't fit for the selections either, he says. But yeah, all he needs to be is fit. He's so experienced, he knows what he's doing. That's why he's so good and so hard to beat. And like, he showed that in race 2. Like, when he was ready to go, he was ready to go.
Yeah, and you could hang with him for 45 minutes, and then someone like Gratz is 15 to go, just another level.
Yeah,
Remember that
you'll find that
Wiseman's
bit more.
race about a month before?
Yeah.
Yeah, you raced him side
Yeah,
by side. Who won that?
Me.
You did.
Yeah, I got him.
Yeah.
I got
Is
him
that an
just.
hour?
Nah, 45.
It was
That was.
45?
But yeah, at 30, 35 minutes, he jumped out our wash and come right next to us, and yeah.
Yeah.
That was a cracker race to watch. I was actually skiing F2.
Yeah.
Simo was observing for me.
Like, we were racing down there at 100 mile an hour down the rocks in front of just before Covita
Yeah.
and shit, and he was He was, he's a freak.
Yous were on. I reckon he's lapped F2 5 times.
Yeah, we were looking for the 45.
Yeah.
Like, we're as fit as we're going to be just right before the selections. We're all skiing at our best.
That was a fast race.
Yeah.
wasn't it?
And we're all, everyone was there to prove a point, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't going to let him beat me. He was doing his best not to let me beat him.
Yeah.
I just got him. I had the inside too, so that made my life a bit easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull up on the
So yeah, everyone had a point to prove there, so we're all flying.
So this is Stump and
Stump
Grower.
Cuffy.
Or
There's
Stump and
Carter.
Cuffy.
Stump and Cuffy just went.
That
over
boat,
the roof.
like, that's a Nordic as well, is it not?
Yeah.
Like,
Doesn't leave the water. It's just glued.
yeah, and Brent said at the speech after he won too that this boat was just flawless all week, and it was
Awesome.
It was just pump it full of water and off
Yeah.
it goes. There's a couple of shots you see where the boat is that full of water it'll kind of track,
Yeah.
and Brent's just kind of guiding it where to go.
That boat was built by Randy. He actually did 09 Worlds with it in Belgium. They did juniors. So it was built for a canal. So
good
it's heavy
boat.
without ballast, and you chuck the ballast in, it's just ready to go.
It's an awesome boat.
Cuffy rounding up Stump from the outside there. It came down to the last race with those two.
Between them two.
Yeah.
F2 was a good week of racing. Really.
Yeah, it was.
Jake Clancy.
Yeah, Jake Clancy. He got the
People's Choice Award, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, boys, but yeah, People's
It's
Choice
the
Award.
boat he had too. Like, it's not a world's purpose
Nah.
boat, and then he came fifth. He came as a wild card, and
Well,
then
like Tony, mate, like he has the mould for them, and obviously drives them. He went to the dark side, got a 300R for
yeah,
his selection.
his first race with it was at that Oceania.
Yeah.
The 12 months before.
Yeah, and Tony's such a good operator, and those boats are so quick and smooth. It's hard to get a boat that does both. Like, look at Brent, he doesn't use that other boat in the rivers.
No.
Now he's got a force. So for Tony to turn up with that and do his best, keep it in the water, and Jake do what he did was awesome.
He did his best to keep it in the water, but it was not in the water that much.
Compared to a
Poor
Bernie,
bloke.
though,
A talented skier and
he's
So
Mason and Lockie.
Is Gratz rounding these guys up now?
He would be.
Yeah, he would have been.
Yeah.
holding on to second spot in this race.
Yeah, Lockie started grid 1, so did Mason.
No price for experience at this world level.
Absolutely, we saw.
It's tough in itself when you when someone from the grid behind you comes up. I've had that before in F2, and it's just so heartbreaking. You just like,
I've had that nearly every race.
mate, go away. You see these boats come up, and you're like, what are you doing? Go away.
You boys are making me look bad here.
Yeah.
The last 15
a lot harder, doesn't it?
Yeah, it hurts. So the last 15 hurt.
Tricky conditions. We've seen a few people come off today, and
It hurt enough when you know you're skiing good.
Are you going to do the next Worlds?
This is only race one.
I want to. Same thing, but
That's a yes.
same thing. Like, yeah.
We'll flip a
with
coin.
Burke and the baby and
Obviously, well, you said sacrifice earlier. You'd sacrifice the rivers to do
yeah,
the Worlds?
yeah. I don't mind the rivers, but definitely not my favourite thing to do.
Yeah, listen to your podcast.
Yeah.
obviously.
It's
You're-
good.
you're a
It's
circuit
good
man.
atmosphere, like Southern 80 and stuff.
It used to be a good atmosphere. It's not that.
Yeah.
Like, it's nowhere near what it used to be even 2 years ago anymore.
Nah,
Like,
it's,
I went to the Yank after one, and there was nothing happening. And I was just
yeah,
like,
because everyone was on Tim Pick for Tias boat.
yeah. It's just not the same
There
anymore.
was 300 people on that thing.
Yeah.
I
It's
was
just
at the
not
Yank
the
that
same.
night too.
The rivers are good, but, like, just not that interested in them. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just all sort of,
It's hard to find people that do die hard love both.
yeah.
You and your brother definitely circuit specialists. Gratz is probably the best all-rounder
Yeah,
in the
100%.
sport at the moment.
100%.
He's sub 9. First
Oh,
guy goes
freak.
sub 9. Hawks around 20 dash.
Yeah.
I
Instead
went
of
back
Stackfield.
and watched the race live of Superman coming around. I think it's like Riverside Oaks or that green.
Yeah,
That green point.
it was on the like it was
100,
slick, just
112.
bouncing.
He went around that corner. 112.
He was saying to me after we were talking about it, he said the hardest thing about that dash is when you're going that fast, you're never actually in a straight line.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Just about our river, it always
Yeah,
has
you're
a
watching
big,
it wide,
Yeah.
straighten up the corners
and
and ski
every straight has got that tiniest kick on it. He said when you're going that fast, you're constantly in a turn.
especially with that boat too.
Yeah.
Gratz is another guy. Hot dogs at the Worlds, bar,
Yeah.
fire in the rivers.
Yeah.
Only person who caught dogs in the rivers is Cotto.
Cotto.
And it's not normal.
He loves
How he hangs on to that is beyond me.
Well, he's got big arms.
Oh, mate, his forearm's bigger than my legs.
He goes CrossFit more than I breathe.
Yeah. He's a, yeah. Remember he come out hands out in front?
Yeah. That was crazy. Then Clippy's
Yeah.
hot dog, I think.
Yeah, my dad taught him to come up hands out in front at Jindabyne one year.
Really?
Yeah, like I think it was 2010, so it really wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, right.
See, he's getting messy now. All the boat's starting to come out of the water. You can see how trimmed in the boat is on pole one. Just leaning over. Is that Jake?
Jake and Samuel.
Yeah.
We see the 1-2-4 for Team New Zealand.
God, Darren's boat's a good boat too.
It is a good boat, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Samuel ended up beating Jake in this one. So close, though. 1 second, 1.3 seconds.
Like, really, Jake was the most consistent F2 skier of the whole week because if you didn't drop a race, he won it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If you didn't drop, if he didn't have to drop a race and not everyone got to drop their worst, he won. He was consistently the best all week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
I did ask him. He trained his ass off.
Oh, he had to. He skied so good.
He literally was a wild.
He was my MVP.
Yeah, me
easily.
too.
Yeah.
Year after year to the world champs to
And like it's a pretty tough one to get into. My other MVP from Vichy was who skied which Gretsch sister skied in the behind the Punisher.
Was it Melanie?
I think
it was
so.
Melanie because Courtney did F2 that year.
Yeah, she skied so good because she didn't fall off.
Yeah.
Like one of the only women's F1 skiers not to fall off through the 4 selection race. She actually fell off in the cool down lap. Once she finished, yeah, she fell off in there. But you've relaxed after all 4 selection races. So she was my MVP that whole thing.
The Millen area is rough though.
Yeah, you said to me yesterday you nearly binned it.
On the drone footage, you see how rough it is when you come inside the course near that Princess Cruiser. It is rough, and you're normally
after an hour.
Yeah.
So 1648. He just bought that boat before this too. Set it up with a 300R.
I didn't think I'd seen it before.
We got to. Simon set that boat up. We put our 450 on it and did Tyree with Bailey in a couple races. And
I used it at selections as well.
Yeah, Simo did selections.
Yeah, actually, Ben Casey's first run in his boat Dragon was the selections as well.
Yeah, I seen him come past my house.
Yeah.
Maybe before I left for Gospel.
No one put in more commitment as a crew member than Ben Casey that week. Like trying to motor swaps. That Stump had to change his ski. They were at Brooklyn on the off days. Like everyone's on the off day cruising. Not those guys. Ben Casey got 6 hours sleep every 3 days.
I seen them at Brooklyn a couple of times as well, coming from Cowra or the country, where the same shit, wherever that is.
Now those guys come down and trained a couple of times.
Look at Agent 86 right out of the water now in pole 1 there. Poor Jake.
That ice baby, he was good at diamond race.
Yeah, the Belgium ski good over there. It's hard for them to come over here and compete. Like they have no water like that. And
like
then
us going to diamond race, like them coming to the Southern 80.
But it's it's easier for us to go there because you can find rough water.
You need
to go training. But for them, how do they find this short, sharp, chattery, fast stuff?
Yeah.
You can only really get that from racing around in things like this. You don't get that boat wash. But it's easy for us. We can go. We can go skiing in the harbour or Brooklyn and get that that shitty water. Like you can sort of get close to it, but for them they can't get anything close. It's also so hard for them to come over and train with us.
That'd probably be the only Evan route in the race as well.
Yeah.
Full of
Jack's going to
mercury.
go and take his third.
He's left his phone, surprisingly.
Left his passport.
Still a bit of paste on him here.
We've got Tony Rowe in the Agent 86.
Bloody socks.
Jake Clancy out of Victoria.
What was the hardest bit of the course, Coop? Drawing on selections as well. What was the hardest section of it?
Down at the bottom turn into the crowd. 100%, yeah.
Into the crowd.
You could, in the first section, the wind was coming from left to right.
Yep.
So you could sit right on the right hand side of the wash, and you're hidden from the wind and the boat wash coming from the other side of the course.
Yep.
But so it was relatively smooth up there. If you sat right on the right hand side of the wash, you wouldn't even notice it.
You can see Carter's legs starting to cop it coming in here, and he's still got the inboard with all the ballast too.
So yeah, definitely down here. Just gets that chattery bouncing off the boats, and like everyone turning right here.
Yeah.
And it's got really nowhere to go, but at the top, it can all go straight out the back.
Straight
There's
out,
nothing there.
He's got one hand on the
Yeah, you sort of know what it's going to be like every lap at the top with the wind shot.
Yeah, 100%.
Coming back to pick up a skier in this bottom.
Look at them in the middle there. Look how rough it is.
Yeah.
New Zealand boat, unfortunately.
Jeez.
Try and get a
That's jet ski water.
number on that as we see Dragon come through.
Look at the field.
F2.
I think something that's so cool about this course is look at the variations in lines. Like nobody's going in a straight line.
Yeah.
No, because it's so there was a lot of boats out there, so everyone's sort of you're planning ahead.
Yeah.
You're looking up what can I do, where can I go. Like last thing, Darren will want to do is sit in Brock's wash and then get snookered with an F2 boat that stopped him jumping out, and he's sitting in Brock's wash for half a lap where he didn't have to be, sort of thing.
Yeah, you have to have a very switched-on driver.
Yeah.
Carter was Carter. Gratz was grid
2.
2. Yeah. So Carter's in front of him. Remember, there's only 10 seconds between them.
Yeah.
We've got the Liam Ford, Australian
Busy.
wildcard skier, coming through. He'll be pretty happy to see the blue flag in
Bit of
10
fatigue
minutes or
kicking in
so.
there.
Big effort from some of these skiers. It shouldn't be underestimated.
Good looking wetsuit Lockie was running, I reckon.
What an accomplishment it is to ski the
He got his
Simmonds
leg
Open
locked a
race
bit
at
there.
World Champs. It's not
Buggered,
easy
mate.
at all. And
I
you
would
have to
be.
a huge level of fitness, stamina.
Who's that in the
and,
water?
and
That's
strength
Camo.
to
Oh, yeah.
He
God.
fell off too.
What a surprise.
Yeah.
Out in
And-
front, controlling the race.
That's half the problem with controlling the race. You don't, like, it's hard. You don't want to let up and let them get too close because, like you said, the point system's all time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't push the whole time. People are getting tired. And
Can't blow it out of the water.
like, that's clearly what happened.
Increasing your risk.
They were pushing to keep that time, put such a good gap in, and then they've obviously had an incident. Yeah, come unstuck and unfortunately hurt him.
Because if you can put a stomper in that race one, you kind
Sets a week up.
You set the tone too. You know, you send a message to everyone like this is like you got to come and beat me. This is where we're at, and you know,
Yeah.
a lot of people would give up if they've been smoked in the first day.
Stump won F2.
There's
I
Matt
don't
Lockie.
think he won a race.
Yeah.
No.
Race 1 really gives you that safety net. I guess you can relate to now Formula 1 and supercars and that. When they go into qualifying, they get a banker lap. It doesn't have to be a best race,
Yeah.
but it's one that you know you got safe there and
Yeah.
something you can rely on.
But it's definitely it's a very important race because like you said, it sets a tone for the week, and you know it also shows everyone where you're at. And
skiing for an hour too. If you win the first race, more than likely you're the fittest.
Yeah.
You're the fittest that week, and you can't gain fitness in 2 days for the next race. So if you know you're fitter than everyone else, that's half the
confidence.
job's done.
Put in the mind, yeah.
Like Ziggy in 07, he knew after race 1 he was the fittest. So he just played on his fitness the whole week. Same as Carter.
Yeah.
Samuel McKenzie, I think he gassed out in race 3.
Team Australia.
Yeah, race 3, and then race 4 come good.
It's
a bit of a
it's a mental game too. You know, you put too much in, think about it too much, and you just tire yourself way too much.
I remember those last few laps with Samuel. I remember Russ and Hitchy talking. They were slowing down, just trying to keep him up. And yeah, he did. He bounced back in race 4. I remember him saying if you could just get this the whole.
It's hard as well because you can go into the world thinking you're fit, but you're only fit relevant to the speed you're skiing at, the average over the whole race. So you could be fit enough for the hour skiing at 65 mile an hour, and you turn up to the Worlds and Cooper Robertson's averaging 75, for example, and if you run with him for half an hour, you're done.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a massive head game too. You know, like. If you think about it too much, you're done.
Yeah.
You've just got to. Sometimes
Put
you
your
just
head
have to hang on, grit your teeth, and hang on, and make it work.
100%.
I do have to correct stump 1, race 2.
There you go.
Aiden race 1, stump race 2 from Matty Smith.
This point of the race, we just went around Lockie. Big surprise, to be honest.
You put in a lot of training from selections to.
Yeah, it wasn't anywhere near where I needed to be. Did what we could.
Won an outright in between as well.
Yeah.
Second fastest 120 time, was it?
Yeah, I know, not a bad time, eh?
Yeah, it was a
Rapid
good
time.
time. Scheme on Tricker was an awesome opportunity. Very similar to Brett that tows me. Very smooth, and I learned a lot then, and it was a good opportunity. A few people didn't think I should do it, but my passion is the rivers. The opposite to Cooper.
Yeah.
So
you actually you helped me. I remember speaking to you halfway. You said 20 minutes of pain, baby, and then I thought,
I was at halfway. My forearms were cooked. My first down was at Dad's corner, and I gave 5 from Dad's corner to the line. My arms were
I was done. I gave her down at Galea's. That's how cooked I was.
Then, the experience of Tricker, he said it halfway, like, we don't have much pressure on us. Soupy's broken down. Like, don't worry about your arms. We'll just get home. And we skied home good. Like, we were both happy, and it was good fun.
I think I just seen Brent tell someone to move over. There you go. Look at his hands go.
Yeah, it's his own boat.
Yeah, it would be. He's yelling at Jason because, no, Jason didn't observe. Yeah, Jason should have
observed.
He should have observed. Yeah.
Your rent's going up, champ. Move over.
Yeah.
Look at it, just sit.
It is kind of a bit of a thing though, like a common thought with the inboard drivers, like the outside poles ours, the F2 move over. We saw it in women's as well.
I mean, we're coming up at, like, they're in just as much of an important race as we are, but we're coming up at another 20 mile an hour.
Yeah, that's right.
Just make some room. Like, if there's no room for us to move, make some room. We're coming up at a rate of knots, and if you don't move, unfortunately, our boats are bigger, and they throw off a massive spray. The only person who's going to lose out on it is them.
Yeah.
So, if, like, the F1 boat should do their best to get out of their way, but if they can't, someone's going to have to move, and it's going to be the slower boat, unfortunately.
Stretch got washed off in front of everyone in selections. Yeah,
that was bad.
That was bad. But I think as well, why you run wide, you run longer ropes in F1.
Yeah.
F2 guys are on 200 to 210.
Yeah.
Depending on
water.
water.
Yeah.
So, I guess you can run tighter with the short rope.
Yeah.
And you chase
up the outside
like,
most of the time.
you should be on the. If you're there to ski F2, you should be on pole 1.
100%.
Like we said, the shortest part of the course is pole 1 to boy to boy, and you haven't got the pace to run pole 6, pole 7, and make up your time. We do.
No.
So yeah.
And then we've got Jack
you tell him, babe.
Yeah.
That's a message from Coop to all the
Where'd you
outboard.
end up, Nickley, you're not on the commentary anymore. Where'd you go?
Probably for the best, anyway.
Yeah, one back on day 2, dog. Not like you.
Yeah, I watched that race in the neck brace.
Starter.
Well,
Did you actually watch it?
yeah, on the phone. Yeah.
Like this.
Yep.
Oh, you in the hospital for
Yeah. I was in hospital for like 4 days, 3 days.
You come back and watch race 3 and 4.
Race 3 and 4, yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing your drifters race through.
Yeah.
Brad Dutton's a good commentator too. For someone who lives in New Zealand, like obviously not in the know with our race, and he just knows a lot about our.
A lot of knowledge.
Some people eat, sleep, and breathe a day.
Yeah, they love commentary.
Yeah. It's the same as Brent. You talk to Brent about anything, you go, "Oh mate, who was in that? Who won this? Who won?" Oh mate, I think that was this bloke.
Yeah,
back at this time, wasn't he?
Jack's good at numbers and times. I can't tell you anything
Nah,
what I've
neither.
done ever. Nothing. Yeah, you see the boat crack?
Yeah.
And Mason Goldsmith out the back. Still
hanging on to
Actually,
that.
dead after it, the little boat that could. It's actually not 23 foot like
That's 21.
Forces. It's shorter, but just sticks to the water.
See this?
He drives it so well too.
This shot was great when Carter come across the line with no goggles.
Yeah.
Sonny's no goggles.
No goggles. Yeah, race 3 when he fell off.
48 minutes, 50
Still one.
seconds, so they'll definitely get that blue flag.
2 laps to go here
They'll
then.
be willing to see,
2 to go.
and they'll set sail on one more lap. So 2
Yeah, you
laps
can
to
see
go
him. The
for our
pace is
leader
picking up on him.
out here this afternoon. And
Yeah, at this point, Evan would have been saying to Brent,
Yeah, you gotta
Gratz
go
is
again.
coming. We have to go.
Green and pink flag come out
Turn
first,
the
which will,
cruise control off because Gratz is coming.
display to our F2 leader to get him onto his last lap.
Good spot to be in. You kind of coast around if you're at 85%.
Yeah.
And then when Gratz is coming, you've got that.
Yeah,
got that
Still got it
bang
in the
to
tank.
go.
Maybe might be just too
It was a
early.
good test for Gratz to test him to in this race, because then race 2 when he just put that masterclass on.
That's what I mean. Race 1 is so important because it does give you that confidence, that mindset that you can do it, you know?
It is a noticeable pickup of the pace, isn't it now? Yeah.
How good is Darren Maguire? He's at the Worlds and he doesn't even have 2 of the same number
No
size.
font yet,
Doesn't even care.
and he's still running the Chevy.
He's
Fourth
hilarious.
power sweat.
He's got to be one of the most. He's got to be the funniest bloke in ski
Oh.
racing, I think.
Remember at Mildura before the dash when he was?
Oh,
Didn't he paid
see that.
he paid a junkie to deliver his boat to was it for the 120 or something?
No, we're in Victoria.
Or the pub guy?
Yeah, it might have been the 120. The year that Arkham won.
Yeah, you got the
Something-
white,
paid
you got the
someone to
white
drive
one
it then.
delivered.
Yeah, because
And then he broke it too. The white
And the
one
guy,
broke
the guy's never towed a trailer before.
Yeah.
Have a car, and he said, "You may just go into the car yard. There's an Amrock there." He goes, "Oh, I've actually never driven a trailer. I had to get his wife to get it out of the car yard so he could just drive it in a straight line."
Yeah, just don't go through Macca's drive-through.
Yeah.
Actually, when Blake fell off at Louis, I spent the day in Dubbo with Maguire, and there's not much he doesn't own. He's the king. We had a customer in this week that said he's from Dubbo, and Dad said, "You know Darren Maguire." He said, "If you don't know Darren Maguire, you don't live in Dubbo."
He's funny.
He loves it.
Yeah.
Apparently he's got very soft hands.
He's going to New Zealand as well, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
New Zealand Bridge.
I think
Lot
there's a lot of
boat.
boats going, yeah.
Maguire, Pickford.
They'd be getting in
Henley.
the container soon.
Yeah.
It only takes them 2 weeks to get there.
Yeah, it's not long, but
Yeah, 2 weeks to get there, 5 days to get home.
Wow.
Yeah.
why is it faster coming home?
I think it might be the quarantine they have to sit in there for New Zealand's pretty strict.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Brent was telling me on the weekend that, yeah, I think him and Soupy are sharing a container, and it's 2 weeks to get there, 5 days to get home.
You're not going, are you?
Nah. Yeah. I was gonna go.
50
see
years.
Brent. I was me and Carter.
Isn't it?
40 years, yep, sorry.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't want to argue with you.
Yeah, me and Carter were gonna go do the bridge and the Twin Rivers with him, but yeah, I'll have a bad. It might be. I don't know what the exact date is, but I wouldn't want to miss it, so I'm not going. But it would have been awesome. Would have been a great year, you know. Good to get some, like, don't want to say good boats, but good boats back over there. You know, new boats, I could say, not good
Aussies
boats.
are going, obviously. There's no questions asked. Like, the strength of Aussies in the rivers is strong. So for all those boats to go over just shows the credibility of their race. And
It'd be an awesome race. I think if whoever wins this race, if they break the record, I think that race will finish with that record.
Under siege.
For a while, anyway. But just so their boats just aren't quite as new and.
No, I skied the Twin Rivers this year, and behind under
half
siege.
of it anyway.
And we finished up with 3 to go, 3 minutes. But no, they do the best with what they have.
Yeah.
That under siege is actually a weapon of a.
Yeah. They still go pretty quick.
Plan to have the new one hopefully done by the bridge.
Yeah.
They
they're
go
out this year.
Oh, they are.
Ross and Adam are out this year. Yeah, but
there we go. Blue
that under
flag.
siege is a weapon.
Yeah, they go good, but like they still do the speeds, but just so much harder to
let's
ski
be
behind.
honest, the forces of the benchmark
Yeah.
in the river. There's no force.
And they just it's hard to ski behind those boats and 110.
100%.
Yeah. So I feel like whoever goes over, if they go and break this record, they're gonna
Cotto and Gratz do
finish with that record.
Yeah.
Cotto and Gratz had a good quality and ski they did at Mildura.
Yeah.
Very, very hard.
There's no speed cap.
Yeah.
In
that plays in their favour.
Yeah, they're the only team that
sit on
can do 127, 130.
How were you feeling when you saw the blue flag?
I was pumped, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was just hot. I had a camelback, which was awesome. Never tried one before. Used it for race.
Worth it, you reckon?
Pardon?
Worth it, was good?
It was so good, yeah. Just like a little bit of lease of life late in the race. So you just have a sip and you just kind of feel good to go. You know, sometimes you scoop up water.
No.
No.
You don't.
No.
Not in a world's race when you're social skiing.
What are you gonna do?
Just get hot. When you're skiing from like Windsor to Wiseman's, for example.
Nah, I don't go. I don't ski social ski that far, mate.
So they're
I live
charging.
on the river now. I don't have to fucking get them.
They're
in like
charging
that.
for this win. Remember, there's only 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It would have been awesome if they had the splits come up on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think later in the week they did.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah,
Let me review the other ones because like Cuffy's checked out by this point. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Cuffy checked out.
no, Cuffy won this
Ended
one.
up 38 seconds up on some.
Yeah, right.
But there was only, there wasn't much. What do we got? 27 seconds between Samuel and Stump.
Here he goes.
1 second between Jake and Samuel.
So now they watch the what?
Carter now.
Wait. Like I said too, like the guys that ran the live stream had never seen this before. And
they do
so we
speedway.
said like, reckon we can get splits, and they worked with Chris from Race Live and said, and worked that together. But it turned to shit a bit with F. It only really worked for F1
F2's hard to keep on top of.
because they're a lap behind too. So you have to like kind of flick back and then.
Yeah.
You nearly need a whole set of different people to do just F2.
F2, yeah. I agree.
So many boats and
Mason Goldsmith went good, new crew.
he skied really well.
Yeah, he was first lap. I don't know what was chasing him, but he was quick every
race.
Loved it. That first shoot, his dad must have said, "I'll give you money if you get in the top
Must
10."
be. Like it'd be a fistful if he's giving it out.
100%. They actually bought Axie in the Nordic that week too. It was on display as a spare boat for Tim, and the Goldsmiths bought it back at home.
But that will be tighter than probably what most people expect.
Liam Ford coming up to the line now, one of the speed rigs. What a weapon, eh?
It's unreal.
No points in it.
Just loves it.
Yeah.
Things in a men's,
Skied good too.
Yeah.
He does actually have
He did have a good week. Yeah.
Nah, he hit up KFC and Macca's to sponsor him. They said no. Subway said yes, but then he said no to them.
and Dylan Cuff driving his
so good.
two brothers there teaming up to get the job done.
There's Aiden coming across for the win.
See the Prodigy come
No, they've got the pace on. It's good races over the line.
Me.
There's Jack, yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Tight chest here. There's Levi. He's done.
Animal.
He should be able to let go there and then
Yeah.
don't go around him, honestly. Don't make him go around again.
He's allowed.
For what we believe is third place, Tai Cheshire
Good
for
finish
Team
boat
USA
too. We don't
finishing
usually have boats like that on the
No.
finish line. Well, how big was it, Mitch? 65 Princess, was it? It's Dave Follett's boss.
I spoke to Dave an hour before I came here today, and I can't remember. 52.
52.
I think.
Good boat.
Yeah.
Who's his bosses?
Everyone in
Yeah, it's gonna be
Gosford
really
kind of rallied
interesting
around
to see, how
and
these
made things
results
happen,
in
didn't
the
they?
Formula 2
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good.
Pit set up.
pan out, as we see,
Yeah, there was a lot of
John
dramas with
there
the
come across
locals.
the line for
Oh.
Team New Zealand.
Yeah.
Great
You can't
consistency
ski here
from
this
Mitch.
time. You can't start your
So,
boat this
he'll be
time. You
happy
can't
with
do
that.
this.
Team
Yeah.
McInerney
I remember-
driving
You live on the
good.
water. What do you expect there to be?
The strike.
I remember running into one of them at the
So it's,
servo,
Buck
filling the
Millen
boat up
coming across
after
the
Rachel's
line.
race. And they were just like,
Team
he's out
Australia.
there making noise.
Yes.
Be in the top,
Have a
live
look.
near the water.
Have a look at this thing. Yes, it makes noise.
Those
It's not electric.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
sailing boats over the far right there, I think there was a local guy that said, well, what if I want to take my sailing boat out? I said, well, there's a passage for you to...
Yeah.
You can go down there. And
Don't worry, you can cut through the middle of the course. You're going so slow.
What,
you
what
haven't seen
about
it
old
go
mate in
around
the
you.
pirate ship? Remember old mate in the pirate ship?
Oh, yeah, the hippie chick. That
Yeah.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I remember.
Down in the start area.
Yeah.
But there was some good locals.
It's
Like
Lockie
we went
finishing.
down there a month or so before the race, and just with I went with Brent Maloney before he had the Barra in, and the locals come down and heard his stupid loud boat, and but just like he's there racing, like they were pumped.
Yeah.
It was a good
Yeah,
mix.
but someone did whinge.
Heaps of people did.
We all got
Yeah.
got a message or a letter like, don't train at Gosford.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do. You can only use your boat between 9
Yeah, I
and
remember that,
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Decibels, and it was
Yeah.
a bit scientific.
Yeah, Brent Maloney's actually louder than his boat.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you wait.
He's put up 3 videos now, just revving it.
It doesn't actually get on the plane. That thing. It just
awesome.
one gear.
Nah, he got some teething issues, I heard. Obviously, with a new package.
What you'd expect.
Yeah, I spoke to Angelo that put it together. They're not far off, but there's a couple of things to work on. It's pretty cool to see. We like new things.
Yeah, it's good.
Most
It's good to
things-
see new things.
Yeah, most things we see are forces with Merc packages in them, so it's pretty cool to see something different.
Yeah. Yeah, the Barras get more and more
Listed
popular.
at boat races. Wild.
I didn't see that.
Much grind.
Yeah,
A
right.
little red explicit.
I didn't go down this weekend.
18 or 19.
Last weekend.
It's not. Yeah,
It's small, it's short, it runs the Barra, and it keeps up with it. His son drove last weekend, but when the dad drives, God.
Yeah, right.
Pretty happy
Animals.
to knock off the hour or the 58-minute mark, and then looks like our final boat there on course.
What about that big storm that ripped through when we set up the pits?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, on the
What day was that?
the Thursday.
Yeah, we kind of ran the budget spec and got the King's tents, and they were all had holes in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad.
That was bad.
Before, was it Friday?
Whatever the day we all come and did our train.
I think it was Thursday.
Yeah.
I think it was Thursday. Yeah,
Because
before
we had the opening ceremony on the Friday and then race one Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just wet all that grass for the weekend.
Yeah, the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shocking.
What were you doing?
Council was
What were
stoked.
you doing right now? What were you watching now?
No, that was CT scanning me.
Did you get the green whistle?
Yeah, I got the green whistle.
Did you need it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I saw. I tried not to. I tried not to have it because I really thought I was going to come back. I was really just living on the hope that you'll be right for the next day. Drop this race.
Wake up, we're sweet.
Yeah, but no. Once I got to the bank, I needed it.
Bugger.
Had some ketamine. Had some morphine. I got the works.
How good's that?
Yeah.
Both Carter Robertson and Aidan Cuff in this.
Well done, Carter.
Yeah, it's close at the end. 10 seconds,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Something like that.
Where's the time?
Yeah, 10 seconds, F1.
The Gratz late race charge.
And all the organisers for putting this thing on. It's I've organised
10. Put a minute on you for third.
Yeah, minute 7 back to me from Carter.
2 on Lockie.
I'm sure it'll get easier as the week goes
Well,
on. We've
that
had a
just
few
about
dramas,
does it.
Today and obviously in the lead up to the event with the
Anyone
weather
wants
and
some merchandise, we've got
things
these
that have gone on,
shirts,
but, great to see
hats
today's
on.
race
There's a
stood
website
down
coming
and
from
move on
Webify.
to,
Thanks,
to
Jack.
round 2.
And they're on the Facebook at the moment. They've got stubby coolers as well. So, well, I reckon we'll come back and do day 2 some stage.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah,
cool.
that'd be good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
It's off.
Fuck, that was good, boy.